back to Happy Place Cooking. Today I'm going to be making cookies. I'm going to be making whipped cream cookies. This recipe's been around probably for a while, but this is my first time trying to make them, and I'm going to put a little extra ingredient in them, and I'm going to color them too. I think this is going to turn out pretty good. Stick around. You're going to want to see how these turn out. I am adding 1 full box of cake mix. Now I am using an Angel Food cake mix. Supposed to be able to use any cake mix you prefer. Hopefully this will come out okay, being that it's an Angel Food cake mix. I have 1 large egg. And I'm going to add in 1 entire container of Cool Whip. I'm just going to mix all that together. This looks, I mean, it says sticky, but wow, I don't know. Oh, I'm going to go ahead, since I'm making these for basically a Christmas gathering, I'm going to drop in about 3 drops of coloring gel. I actually think I might mix that up first, because I want them to turn out with a green tint. It doesn't have to be extremely green. Don't want to add too much food coloring because it will alter the taste of your cookies. Not really as green as I'd hoped, but it does have a green tint to it. And now I'm going to add about 1/3 cup of peppermint candies that are crushed up. This should be interesting. I'm supposed to take a cookie scoop of dough and put it into the powdered sugar, and it's supposed to basically make a round ball. This looks terribly messy, and I'm really not sure how well this is going to come out, but we're going to give this a go. If it doesn't work, well, interesting. Look at that. I guess it does work. Oops, I dropped it. It's a little mushy, but I'm guessing that's how it's supposed to be. Very interesting. I'm going to go ahead and try to finish these up. It did say, the recipe does say that if you find that it is way too sticky and you can't get it to make like a ball, that you can put the mix in the refrigerator for 30 minutes and make it a little easier to work with. I am actually going to try to just go ahead and work with what I've got. Well, that was very interesting. I did nothing different than what I just showed you with the first 1 or 2. Didn't refrigerate it, nothing, and it did come out into, well, basically little cookie dough balls. 10 to 12 minutes in the oven. They need to stay in long enough for the edges to actually set and for the tops to start cracking. And then that means they're basically done. Well, I don't know. Those look absolutely nothing like the recipe pictures, which half the time what I cook does not. I don't know if it was because I used Angel Food cake or if it's because I added the food coloring or the peppermint. I'm really not for sure. I really don't even know what to do with this because, as you can see, there is quite a bit of batter left. I might try to go ahead and put that in the refrigerator and see if it will harden up enough to maybe make the balls a little more substantial before putting them in the oven. If I get a different outcome from that, I'll show you. Otherwise, this is what I got. Well, they turned out a little less flat than the first batch. They actually have some height to them, so that's kind of a plus. They still don't have that nice cracked look. They're not puffy at all. I mean, really, there's just some height here and there. So I think the freezing it did help, and maybe the colder it gets, the better the next batch will be. I don't know. We did taste these. Jesse and I both tasted the first batch since they were so flat. It's like, might as well. They actually have a really good flavor to them. It's just a bummer that they didn't bake up right. I'm personally calling this a fail, and I probably will never try this recipe again. But do me a favor, comment below and let me know if you have made Cool Whip cookies before. Did yours turn out? Because I would love to know. Thanks so much for watching. Happy eating.